Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool Disney Princess animated telephone, and this was sent in by another telephone repair company, and that's not uncommon. We get things in all the time from other repair companies to be repaired. And so there's a couple of issues with this telephone. The first issue was in the handset there's no receive. And the other issue was when the turntable turns and spins and the princesses go around, they lock up. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and with the analyzer, I'm going to ring the telephone, and we're not in the animation mode right now, just for the simple fact that it'll start locking up. But I want to go ahead and ring the telephone, and I'll do that. I'll let that go 2 times. Now it was in the animation mode, but it just locked up, and so you can hear no dial tone here, but I'm going to go ahead and dial a number. So you can see the numbers go by, but there's no animation, and I'm going to end in a 2. I'm going to go ahead and hang up. And no dial tone. I'm going to dial a 2, and I'm going to hang up one more time, and there's no dial tone. So we know that there's no dial tone, and that's one of the issues. Now, I didn't think this was in the animation mode, but it was in the ring mode, so something was locked up, and it just started or something. So let's hit the demo button. But now it just locked up. We'll reach back here. We'll try to get it to start. It wants to start, but it's getting locked up. And see, it locks up again. So the animation is confused on it because what's happening is it all works with switches and sensors, and the thing is when the turntable turns with the princesses on it, there's an animation that goes along with it, and so what happens is it's getting all confused because the motors can't move properly and it's getting locked up. So what we're going to do is take a short break. We're going to take the unit apart, and I think what we're going to do first is go into the handset and repair that problem, because it's a really cool telephone, and we're certainly going to do what we can for the turntable, but it's obvious that there's limited amount of parts for these things, and they do tend to wear out. The plastic does warp, and the nylon will warp and things like that. So we're going to see what we can do, and it's battery operated. It's not operated by a power supply that you would plug in the wall that would be a little more powerful. And so we're going to go into the unit and see what we can do. First of all, I want to repair the handset, though, and get that taken care of, because it's a really cool telephone, and it would be nice to be able to use it. And then we're going to go into the body and see what we can find and try to take care of that problem. So we'll be right back. We're going to take a short break. Okay, so we've gotten into the handset now, and I have troubleshooted the handset main PC board, and I located a bad transistor, which I've already replaced, but I do want to finished soldering it in, so I don't really want the light here to wash the video out, but I have to go ahead and finish up soldering this transistor in. I'm going to make sure that it's going to hold. Okay, and I've already touched up some other solder on the board, but another thing that I want to kind of show you is from the factory, they sometimes get in a hurry and they leave some of these leads too long, and I want to take some of those leads off. Because I did find when I was resoldering the board in certain spots, I seen a couple of them that were too long. And that's not a good thing. Because if they're left too long and they touch another trace or another solder point, they can short out. Okay. Got one more here. Now I want to touch that up a little bit also. And then we'll check out the handset a little bit. Okay, so now we're ready to kind of check out the handset here, and I have everything loose. We'll go ahead and plug it in. There's your dial tone. It has a high and low volume on it. That's low. High. Now if you watch the analyzer over here, we're going to go ahead and hang it up. We're going to dial some numbers, so if you watch the analyzer, I'm going to end in a 2. I'm going to hang it up, hit redial, I believe, here. And now what I want to do is I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch this red light on the analyzer, that's 100% modulation every time I transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. Now I believe this is flash. I'm going to end in a 2. I'm going to hit flash, redial, and it should end in a 2. Okay, so let's hit flash one more time, give you some dial tone. Okay, so now what I can do is unplug the phone. We just basically have to put the telephone back together again now, the handset, and we're finished up with that part of the repair. and we'll have to take another break and then get into this body of the base unit of the main unit and kind of go from there. Go ahead and try to put some of this back together here. We've got a couple of screws at this end too, so get them in. And this kind of also gives you a little look at what the inside of this handset looks like, the main PC board. And they also have some little clips here on the receiver capsule. Get this last one in here, and then we'll do a final check again. Okay, now we can give this a check. Go ahead and dial some numbers. Ending at 2. Flash. I'm going to go to low, high, low, high. Transmit into the handset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. Okay, so we know the handset has been repaired. And we can go ahead and replace our cover now. And we will start on taking the base unit apart. They have a little plug here. And so now we're finished up with that. And that would sit on the side here in the base. So now what we want to do, so we kind of want to move the handset out of the way, get rid of our bad part. We don't need that any longer. We want to take this unit, and I'll turn it upside down. Now, it came in without batteries in it, but I'm probably going to have to take a short break and start taking this apart, but there should be some screws under here. And I might have to dig them out and see what we got. So we're going to take a short break, and I'll disassemble the unit, and we'll kind of get back into the video here and show you what's going on. So we'll be right back. Okay, we have the unit apart now, and so basically I've checked quite a few things on this telephone and the animation and everything, and really what it comes down to is there's a whole lot going on with this unit, and each one of these princesses turns, and so that really is how it works. And it's all gear driven. We've checked the torque on the motor, and that seems to be fine. So I'm going to take some, measures that I think will take care of the situation and allow this unit, made some adjustments to turn properly and more freely. And it is battery driven though, so that is kind of a problem, and it's only going to be as good as the batteries are. And yes, it was hanging up a little bit, but we're going to try to take care of that with some things that we're going to do to it. But this gives you a look at the inside here and kind of shows you what's going on. Over here we have our main PC board for our animation, takes care of all the motor drive. We also have a switch, all of our gears, more or less our transmission, and then our battery pack and speaker. So there's quite a bit going on within the center of this telephone, and with some age on these things, they don't always work like they're going to brand new. So I'm going to go ahead and take another short break and take care of some more little issues, and we're going to come back and do some final checks on this telephone and see how it works out. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and so what we've done is put everything back together again. I've made all the adjustments that I needed to make, and so this is an animated situation, and there is a whole lot going on under battery power. So we did whatever we thought we needed to do to get this unit working properly, and it's just one of those things. You just do what you can, adjust what you can, and try to repair what you can on it, and just kind of go from there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and hit the demo.
Oh, just a moment. I'll be right there. Could that be the prince? Perhaps it's an invitation from the palace.
Okay, so that finishes up the demo. And so now what we're going to do is go ahead and plug the unit in, and we're going to go ahead and ring it, and then the animation will start all over again.
Oh, just a moment. I'll be right there. Could that be the prince? Perhaps it's an invitation from the palace. Hello? Hello?
Okay, I want to give you some dial tone. And if you watch the analyzer, we'll go ahead and walk through our numbers again. I'm going to end in a 2. I'm going to hit flash, redial. I'll let that finish off. It'll end in a 2. Then I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch the analyzer, that's 100% modulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. Okay, so now what we want to do is I'm going to go ahead and hang the telephone up, but I'm going to move it over into a regular telephone line. Give you some dial tone. This is low. And we're going to go back to high.
Good morning. Today is Saturday, March 31st. The time is 2:48. Current temperature 65 degrees. Now the Belleville area weather forecast. Mostly clear tonight, lows around 50. Mostly sunny Saturday, high in the upper 70s.
Okay, so I can call one other number. I'll call my number and it'll be busy. Okay, so we know that the telephone is in working condition now, and we'll go ahead and hit the demo and let it run a couple of verses, and we'll see what that does, and then we'll ring it again. I'll move it back over in the regular line here for the analyzer.
Do you mean I'm invited to the ball? Why, that means I can go to the ball. It's like a dream, a wonderful dream come true. Perhaps it's an invitation from the palace.
Okay, now that would finish up the demo probably, because it probably just says so many things and then that's it. Okay, we had to take a short break there. And now that we know the princesses are not hanging up on the turntable and the receive has been repaired on the telephone part of the unit, we can get this back to our customer, and in return they can get it back to their customer. Now on the switch that takes care of the animation, in that there's 3 settings. There's like an off, and in the middle animation, and then the third setting, which is the ringer side. You would want that on the ringer for the demo, basically. So that's how that works best.
Oh, just a moment.
See, and you can start and stop the demo when it's on that ringer select switch. So
do you mean, Art?
And then you also want to, it's probably best to, when you do a demo, just let it all the way play through and go from there. But anyway, what would happen is that would be on the ringer side. So what you're going to do when I ring it with the analyzer is you're going to hear the ringer. Go ahead and answer that. And then we can put the setting in a different position, which would be in animation mode, and that would be when you get a call and I hit it, the analyzer, and ring it.
Could that be the prince?
I'll let that go a couple times.
It's an invitation from the palace. Hello? Hello?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you some dial tone here. And if you watch the numbers, I'm just going to dial a 2. And then I'm going to transmit into the handset 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so now, if I wanted to go to the demo mode, I'll just reach back here and go to the ringer select, and then I can start demos and stop them as I want. But we're going to finish the video, so what I'm going to do is, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.
Oh, just a moment. I'll be right there. Could that be the prince?